What's up, guys? Welcome back to All Gains Mindset, where we talk about diet, fitness, dating, health, mindset. And we're going to go over a little Reddit post here about intuition, about a crucial mistake that this guy's about to make, and he knows he shouldn't make it. So let's get into it and talk about it. All right, so Mike is going to read off this Reddit post that we have for you guys, and we're going to go over what this guy should do and what his mind is telling him to do.
Yes, let's get into it right now. So the title of this Reddit post is "My GF 21 female is asking me 22 male to marry her so she doesn't get deported." That's already a big red flag right there. Anyway, let's get into the story. So he says, "I've been dating this girl, Amirtha. I'm gonna stammer that so much, but that's her name, Amirtha, for right now. For the past 4 years." She was born in India, but came to the U.S. when she was 12, legally, so that's good. She's been talking about wanting to get married soon, which I think is a bit too soon. She says that she has already aged out of her parents' visa and that she can only stay in her student visa for 1 more year. From what I'm getting, there's a decent chance that she'll have to go back to India. She really does not want that, so she's thinking about us getting married together so she can stay in the U.S. She's saying that it will have legitimacy, we've been together. The thing is, I'm still 22, pretty young. I honestly don't know what I should do. So, it's weird. To me, it seems like, just by reading it, because I'm not actually in the situation, I feel like this is just a huge trap. She's pretty much just trapping him because that she just doesn't want to go back to India. Like, he doesn't explain to us the actual relationship that they have. They don't really. So with the context of what I have here, it just seems like she's just trying to trap him into a marriage just so she doesn't have to go back to her home country. I don't know what you think about it. I do know what you think about it, and I'd rather you explain it.
Yeah, this guy's sort of going to get himself into a trap because this chick obviously just wants to, she wants the visa, and this guy, his brain is telling him something. Like, maybe I shouldn't do this. This is why he's writing in the first place. He knows he should not be making a crucial decision like this, and that maybe she has other intentions. But he doesn't realize this, and he's going to try to logically think about it and try to justify his actions. Should I do this? Should I not do this? But in reality, the situation seems to be clear, is that she's just trying to get into the country, and she's trying to use this marriage to her benefit, and it's not really about him. It seems like it's just about the marriage, and a lot of guys fall to this trap. So a lot of guys, they do this to themselves. They know they should not be getting themselves in certain situations, but they do it anyway because guys like to complicate their lives and justify why they do it. And this guy is about to complicate his life in a pretty big way. And what he fails to see is that in the future, it's probably not going to go well anyway. And there's probably not a lot of genuine desire from this chick to him, that it seems. And he's going to be, once he makes this decision and he gets married, it's going to open up a whole new can of worms for this guy. He doesn't even know. But he knows right now that he should not be doing this. And a lot of guys, they do this. They know they should not be getting themselves into situations, and they know they should not be dating certain type of people or having certain people in their lives, but they do it anyway, and they try to justify it because maybe it feels good, or maybe there's some logistical factors that play into why they should be in his life, but some people are just not meant to be in your life, and this may be a good example of it. What I would do if I was him, and even though it would hurt, and he's probably he probably has one-nitis for her, he's probably really into her, the whole soulmate thing, it's like, I'm never going to find anyone else. But sometimes you have to let certain people go, and it seems like it may be a good idea to let a girl like this go and then find someone else. But a lot of guys have this scarcity mentality. You have to be able to look for red flags, especially huge ones, and assess whether they are good for you in the long term or detrimental to you in the short term and long term.
The thing is that they've been dating for 4 years, right? So they know each other. They should know each other. They've been together for a long time. But the thing is that they're both young. They're both really young. This guy's 22 years old. That's very, men should be getting. We have videos. We just put out a video recently, not too long ago, about should men get married, or all that stuff. We have that video. You can go back and watch that after this video. But pretty much to summarize is that this is a big decision that he needs to make, and he might make the wrong one if he doesn't listen to his mind and doesn't listen to see all the red flags. He might do it, just be like, yeah, sure, I'll help you. We've been together for so long, whatever. And then he's gonna fuck himself up. But and that's because he's not old enough. He doesn't know. He doesn't see the things that someone like us as all games mindset sees, or maybe some of you see. You guys can probably see the same thing, but just by reading it, you can see, oh, this is bad. This is bad. He might not see it because he's young, and he might have to go through this fall to hopefully get back up. And sometimes some people, if they fall, if they get into a relationship like this and get into a marriage like this, and she ends up leaving him, then some people just can't get up from that, and some people don't know how to, and we try to help those people get up. But this is just a horrible situation for him, and it sucks on both sides, because if he goes, no, we're not going to get married, then he loses the person that he's been dating for 4 years. But if he does do this, then he's going to be trapped and miserable, because he might eventually not want to be married to her anymore, and she might try to continuously trap him and be like, you can't divorce me because or whatever, and try to guilt him into staying, and he becoming a miserable wreck. There's a whole bunch of different alleyways that this can go, and it's all going to lead bad. I don't think there's any situation here where it leads good for him in an emotional standpoint, coming from both in the mental aspect of dealing with having to lose a person that you were with for a long time. Like, granted, like, imagine if Andrew and I, not saying that we're dating, this is like Andrew and I are working together at for this business, but he was legally from another country and he couldn't stay here anymore, and so he would have to try to do something, and I'd just be like, sorry, bro, like, that kind of sucks.
Oh.
Trying to put that in a different situation. The thing is that no matter what, you have to listen to your mind, and you have to do the things that are right. That marrying her right now is wrong, and that it's gonna hurt and it's gonna suck that she has to go back, and that you're gonna lose that person, right? But you got to think about the future. You got to think about not right in this exact second. You got to think about your life later. How is this going to affect you later? If you stay with her, you might not make it later. You might even, you might be miserable later. You might, not go the way that you were planning to go. You might lose pretty much almost anything. That is a possibility. Things could be better. Never know. But most likely it's not. And so you got to think about these things before you do them. And, if you have to lose her and you have to send her back, then that sucks to suck. She might hate you for the rest of your life, but at least she'll be in India where you won't see her ever again. So you could do that. Or you can stay with her and be upset.
Well, very well said. So, guys, listen to your intuition, was trying to tell you something. This guy's obviously on the fence, and you should be too when it comes to big life, just making decisions. And just be careful of what you do with your life. Remember, you have one life. You want to live it right. You want to make positive decisions. It's going to affect you good. You want to look at the situation. You want to analyze. You want to critically think about the decisions that you make for yourself, and try to limit the poor choices that you make for yourself. So, with that said, make sure you guys hit the like button. Don't forget. And hit the subscribe button as well if you want to see more content. And with that said, we're going to see you in the next video.